Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to do some makeup today. I'm doing it a little bit different. I normally use a tinted moisturizer, and today I felt like using a foundation. So anytime I use my regular foundation, I put on an SPF first because my tinted moisturizer has an SPF. And if you're not protecting your skin every day, it's the #1 sign of aging, sun damage. This is my favorite daily sunscreen to wear if I'm not wearing my dew skin. It's called the Daily Sheer Defense. It's got makeup on it. It's well loved, but it just rubs in so nicely. And then I always go in with my priming serum. So this one is super hydrating. A primer typically fills in all your pores, and it can be a little bit occlusive. This one is different. It's more moisturizing and it's not gonna clog your pores. So I just put it where you would want your makeup to stay longer. So I definitely focus around the eyes, and then I just, whatever's left, I kind of feather that out. And then today I'm gonna wear a foundation. This is a medium coverage and it's buildable. So I'm wearing the shade medium 320. It's called the Beautycounter Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. I'm gonna put a pump on the back, and I just opened up a brand new Better Blender. I love these. You get it wet, squeeze all the extra moisture out, and then it's just really bouncy. And then you can just dot it on and then apply your foundation, and it gives you kind of an airbrushed look. One pump is typically enough for me. This shade might be a teeny bit light, but I think it will work. If you need help picking a shade for you, we have a couple of different cool options. If you use a certain foundation that you know is a good match for you, you can go on the Ulta website and use their shade finder, and you can put in the foundation that you currently use and then say you're looking for a Beautycounter one, and it will tell you the exact match that you need. I'm actually gonna do a second pump. You can see that the sponge kind of soaks up a little bit of the product. Another option is the Beautycounter app has a shade finder on it, and you can scan the back of your hand or the inside of your wrist to figure out what shade you need. And then the last option is you can just send me a picture of yourself in natural light and you can let me do the work. I'm really good at shade matching, especially by a picture, and we have a 90-day return policy, so you'll never be stuck with one that doesn't work for you. Isn't that such a pretty coverage? 2 pumps is almost too much. I wish I would have done 1.5, but we'll use it all. It's okay. I still need to go down my neck a little. Always want to go down your neck so you don't have that line. And I could actually use a tiny bit more coverage, like around my chin area. Okay. I feel like that is a beautiful amount of coverage. And if you like a more full coverage, let this dry down for a minute and do another pump. But then I normally will go in with my concealer next. I like something just a tiny bit brighter under my eyes, so I keep 2 concealers on hand, one for my face if I have any blemishes, and then one for under my eyes. You can go back in with your blender. I actually really love to use either my Real Techniques brush or just my finger to do my concealer. I feel like the heat from my finger really helps to blend it in. So I just do like that. I've only just been doing that little dot because I don't want it to settle out here where you have fine lines and wrinkles or laugh lines. And I'm okay with mine. I mean, I'm obviously using anti-aging skincare because I don't want wrinkles before they're due. But just a sign of getting the privilege to age. Okay, so concealer, I think I'm liking the coverage. I don't think I need coverage anywhere else. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little eyeshadow. This is our only powder eyeshadow palette at the moment. It's called the Essentials Eye Palette. I obviously tend to stick down here. So I have this double-ended, a fluffy brush for blending and then a flat brush for putting color on the lid. And I always start with Pashmina, and I just kind of lay that down in the crease. It's not dark. I have a nutrition client. I have another call after that today. So I don't want anything too bold. I just want like a defined natural eye. You can hear Bailey, real life. Nanny Carrie is here and the kids are playing. I like how that looks. Just kind of defines the eye a little. And we're gonna go in and just deepen it a little bit with Kona. Blend, blend, blend is always the key. If you have a little bit of a hooded eye, like when you have your eyes open, if you can't really see your crease, just go a little bit above your crease and then blend. And then I'll just blend it up a little more. You can see I'm not really dipping my brush in much because look at that color payoff with just like 2 tiny taps. I'm not trying to do a huge smoky eye here for daytime. Just trying to make sure it's even. And y'all, I'm not a professional makeup artist. And then I like to go in with my blender at the end and then just kind of clean up the edge so that it looks nice and sharp. And then if you're gonna use this rosé, it's best if you do it on your finger to lay that sparkle down. I'm just gonna do a little, I love a little shimmer on the lid. And then we'll put a little highlight, I'll show you, in the corner of the eye when we do our highlighter. Simple, right? Next up is a blush. We're gonna use one I don't use very often. This is called Rosebud. So this one actually is, it feels a little bit drier than some of my other ones. So just warm it up with your fingers. I normally use 2. Find the apple of your cheek and lay that color down. Blend it out and then blend it up. I like a blush look, but you can go as light or as heavy as you would like. And if you've never worked with cream products, they work really beautifully, especially if you are starting to have more mature skin or if you have drier skin. I find that they are just so easy to work with. They blend, they don't settle in your fine lines, and it just gives you that little flush of color. And you can see how buildable it is. So you can start really slow and then just build it up. Okay, that looks good. And if you ever over blush, just take your blender and kind of go around the edges to kind of diffuse that color. And I think that works nicely. A cream highlighter has quickly become a favorite of mine. This is in the shade Astro. I just take one finger and I really work it in there to warm it up. You can see it's kind of a bronze gold. And then I just put that right above where we put the blush on the high points of my cheekbone and just kind of blend it back. Isn't that beautiful? How it just catches the light. It's subtle. And then I always take a little bit of whatever highlighter I'm using and put a little bit right on the corner of the eye. It kind of just helps brighten things up where we tend to get a little darker right there. I'm just putting that in. Okay, we're almost done. Brow gel. So I have pretty thick brows to start with. I just keep them trimmed. I take this brow gel and I swipe off any extra because a little bit goes a long way. And then when you put the applicator back in there, it pushes all that product back in. So it's not like wasted product. And then I just brush through the front of my brows. See how much product is still on the brush even after I did that? And then just brush them down. You can get a sharper look if you want something a little more defined by taking a brow brush and brushing it onto the, either getting some product that way or getting it off of the applicator and giving yourself a little bit more of a defined brow. But I love a natural brow. I just want something that just frames my face that's a little bit more filled in. Next is mascara. This is a brand new tube. This is my first time using it. This is our Think Big all-in-one mascara, and it volumizes, it lengthens, it doesn't have any coal tar dyes, it doesn't have any carbon black, it doesn't have any PFAS, which is a forever chemical. There are a lot of problematic ingredients in all makeup, but specifically in mascara. It's right next to one of your mucous membranes, so the absorption is increased. And there are actually no safe waterproof mascaras on the market, because if it's waterproof, then it contains PFAS and your body cannot detox per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, those forever chemicals that you're hearing more and more about. So I love this one. It is water resistant, but not waterproof. So it's a little bit tricky to get off. I just use an oil-based cleanser, but you can't go like swimming in it. But look what one coat, how like separated and long and dark they look. I just feel like that looks so nice. A lip option is next. So if you were doing something like our Flawless M5, you get a lip gloss option. This is my favorite. This is raspberry. I feel like it's really gonna pop with this. But if you've never tried our sheer lipsticks, can I recommend them? They have the creamiest texture. This is plum. I've had my colors done, like this is in my shade. It like makes my eyes pop, and plum is also in my color palette. But what I love about them is they're super creamy. We have bold shades, we have more sheer shades, and they have this magnetic closure packaging, so the lid's never gonna fall off in your purse. I'm trying to decide which one I wanna go with today. I think I'm gonna go with plum because I don't wear it as often on camera. Isn't that a beautiful shade? This is technically like an everyday shade for me. I know this is bold for a lot of people, but because I'm a winter, I need something a little more bold, and this is it for me. So that is my makeup look for today. Just a reminder, we have a gift with purchase that is ending tomorrow. So if you spend $150, you get a free AHA mask, which is the best facial mask ever. It exfoliates, it brightens, it makes my skin so smooth and just luminous. And then if you spend $250, you get that mask, and you get the Mighty Plump Water Ceramide Cream, and it will help any kind of fine lines or wrinkles. It will instantly help plump those. So you're gonna look like you have plumper, smoother skin right away. And then over time, it will also improve the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles. It's a really beautiful product and it smells amazing. And then if you haven't joined Band of Beauty, or if you're renewing your membership early, you can get this priming serum that I used as your free gift with your first purchase or with your renewal. And normally that Band of Beauty membership where you get that free gift is $29 for the whole year. It's only $10 right now. So I would definitely grab that $10 membership. There's no auto ship. There's no auto renewal. You order when you want. It's just a rewards program, but it's gonna get you free shipping over $100 on every order for the year, for the next year. And then 10% back as product credit on every purchase. So if you're spending $150 to get the free mask, you have $15 of product credit waiting for you. If you're spending $250, you have $25 of product credit waiting for you for your next order. So let me know if I can help you color match. I hope you enjoyed watching this look. Now I'm ready for my nutrition client. I see prenatal, preconception, and postpartum patients. So let me know if you're in need of a nutrition consult as well. Hope you have a great day.